Where's the jigsaw? Here it is, where I looked already. I bought some more of these clamps at the Chinese. €3.50. Yeah, not much that can go wrong with these things, right? I don't like the other ones. These ones, they look very handy, but with one hand, that's the advantage. You can use them with one hand. But the mechanism inside, it goes bust pretty fast. Although these are still working. So I already treated some of these the day before yesterday, when it was nice and sunny outside. So now we only have to mark them off and cut them. Because apparently not all the distance is the same. It's going okay. It's just that I want to go too fast, so I'm bumping my head like on all the boards that are sticking out. And cutting wrong, so I need more cuts. Yeah, with all these other stuff going on, there's not much progress in the house build. That's why when I have time I want to go too fast, which is never a good idea. Today we need to go with Zoe to the vet in an hour. We also still need to have lunch, so we'll probably continue after that. Double carb day. On our way to the doctor. Whole bag of medication. Like that, the day is almost over again. Hey Zoe! Something going on in the forest. Zoe was very happy with the medication, because this means extra snackies to get the medication down. Akira's gonna be even more happy because she's gonna get the snackies without the medication. I think we need to decrease the rest of the food a bit, because they gained weight again. They both lost 1.5 kilo 1.5 months ago. But now with the cold, we're walking a little bit less, and directly they're heavier again. And Zoe has an inflammation on her knee, and that's why she has the meds now, to combat the inflammation, and we need to see how it goes. But a little less weight would be good for the knee also, the doctor said. Yeah, so basically when she's like cold, she has like a problem that she doesn't use the leg much, but as soon as it warms up the muscles, then she's just like normal. So we maybe need to be a little bit careful also when we go walking, that maybe at least for the first couple of 100 meters that she doesn't like start running directly. That might also be helpful. She always had this like a little bit. I remember already for years that sometimes, I only don't remember if it was only in the winter, but maybe it was, that when she would get up like from a long time laying down, that the leg would like needed to warm up a bit before it would go again. I think this has been already for like 2 years or so. But now after she ran away like a month ago, it's basically daily that she has. But it's also getting colder, so that can also have something to do with it. So let's see how it goes with the meds. The meds also have a little bit painkillers in them. It's like against inflammation, but it's also painkiller. I don't like that very much, because then you don't, like with humans, you don't feel when you're like overusing it or something. It's like, I think it's easier to get it even more bad if you use like painkillers. So yeah, but we'll go with the vet's advice. So these one kind of pills she needs to take for a month. That's going to be a lot of snackies. Let me see if I can still finish a little bit more of this today. Preferably without hitting my head too much. Oh, full. That's not good. Too much glue. Yeah. So I was already thinking, maybe we also need to sand this beam a bit, because it has like all these dark spots. Because it's been laying outside for 1.5 years. So I thought of like touching it up a little bit, sanding, and then maybe also put the protective stuff on it. It's not really needed, they say, because this is Northern European pine. This also, like from Scandinavia, Norway, I don't know, somewhere over there. And this, for instance, the one that we normally treaten, these are French pine. And French is like sort of the same as Portuguese. And the Portuguese bugs, they only like the French and the Portuguese stuff, and not the Northern European stuff. But I think if they maybe have nothing else to chew and everything is treated, I wouldn't find it weird if they start also on the Northern European pine. Because also, for instance, I don't know if this is maybe completely not related, but if you look at caterpillars, for instance, normally you have the pine procession caterpillar, and he also only goes in pine trees. But I have heard stories that in the Algarve they have removed pine trees from certain areas, and the caterpillars just go to other trees if there are no pine trees. So maybe it's the same with these like bugs. But still, these are not treated, so I don't really feel like threatening them. Although they might also need some touch-up here and there. It's always more work than expected. Well, let's go for a walk. Before it's dark. This way, girls. Hey, Fidget. You girls are not very polite. You don't want to say hi to Fidget? Hola. Signor. Oh, anda cá, Zoe. Anda cá. Now. Anda cá. Anda cá. Agora. We have visitors in the ghost town. Anda cá. Zoe. I'll hook you up. Okay, let's go. It's the people from the small house that is on my land. They're picking the olives. What are you girls doing? Want to go inside? What are you doing? You good? Wanna go inside or not? Maybe not, huh? I don't know, tell me. Wanna go inside? No, there's no more food, sweetie. Food is done for today. Let's see if we can get a couple of these boards, more of these boards in. That would be good. And now I'm out of treated boards. I took a little bit more boards because some have like things missing or like a hole in the middle or something. So tomorrow I will treaten. Where are you bored? So tomorrow I will threaten some more boards. Treated. And then maybe also we can do the other side over there, and we can see if some sanding is gonna give us a little bit of a better look here also. See that? I think we can make that look better. Now for something completely different. Let's try this again. I have the new paper. I printed a couple of labels already on one paper. So this paper should be for hard objects. Although my bottle thing is a bit curved and not exactly flat. So it still remains to be seen if this is gonna work. Do we have it the right way around? It's not gonna go upside down. How can I see if it's actually in the middle? Three minutes at 140. And apparently we need to peel it in water. It would be cool if this works. But for the price of this paper I could have bought like a lot of stickers. And it's also a lot more work. If it's even gonna work. Two minutes. Let it cool down. Maybe I should have taken cold water. Very stuck on there. Almost worked. The bottom part is missing, and there's also this white haze over it. ¿Por qué? Sort of looked like it moved, especially with the letters. It is on there pretty well, what is on there. Let's try again on the same bottle. We do get cool collector's items like this. The first olive oil production failures. Let's try again. Let's put the bottle this way this time. This one's probably also not gonna work. Can we still correct it? Maybe if we go a little bit more to the back. It would be cool to get this to work, but I should have just ordered stickers. Trying to let it cool down a bit more before I rip it off. Maybe that also makes a difference. Maybe it's too small of a print also. I got more now. But less readable, and there's also something here that shouldn't be there, like in the top. So that's weird. Because it's not because I didn't cut them right, because it wasn't that close together. So that's weird. So why is there even on this printout I can see like a very light tint of the letters on above the house, like it's here on the bottle. So the printer is actually already doing that. Yeah, and you see that the middle is a lot better fixed on there than the sides. The sides are mostly not fixed on there. So yeah, I don't really know what to do about that. But the bottle is not the only thing I wanted to print. Because the bottle is going into something. And I think I can print on that. So they're not completely a waste. All these sheets. For 30 euros. But printing on the bottle is a no. If I would have had round bottles, I could like order a thing for this that you could clamp them like for round bottles. But this is nor square nor round. It's like square but also a little bit round. Next time I'm just gonna order them printed. I hope. Next time. This time I'm just gonna try and order some stickers, I think. Because this is not working as expected. Expectations were a little high, maybe. It does look cool if it would have gone on there correctly. It basically double printed the whole thing. Look, the house is also there. You see that? It should be here. Yeah.